Alrighty, welcome back to another edition of the KG Flow. This week I have one of my best friends, my companion, my ride or die, Matthew Nelson. Say what's up, Matt.
Hey, what's up, guys?
uh, so Matt, just give us a quick, your introduction, what you do.
Sure. I'll try to keep it short. My name is Matt. I grew up with Kenny. I think I met him in like seventh grade. He was like my neighbor, and then we became friends. But he used me for a ride to like a football game, and yeah, and he's a quirky dude. But about myself, I live in Washington D.C. right now. I work as a cop, and yeah, it's mostly about it. I love beer, and hanging out and cool things. Yeah.
Yeah, don't be bashful. I know you are part of the D.
Bashful. I am not bashful.
No, you're not just a cop, but you're also one of the proud established members of the DC Capitol Police. So
Yeah,
thank you.
sure. Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Coming from the Marine, thank you.
um, so yeah, not only that, me obviously you and me have our ventures. Matt has also ran track and field at the distinguished Monmouth University. I'll stay in high school, correct?
Yes. Yes.
That's my boy.
Dude,
Yeah.
that seems so long ago. It doesn't feel like it's even me.
I remember like it was yesterday.
I
So
don't. But
honestly,
thank you.
you know what's funny though? You can still be me in a race any day
You know what I
because
was thinking? It's low key off topic. I've been swimming again. I know you're big in swimming.
mhm.
Me, you, Monty, Mimano. We need a race, a swim race.
Come to Manahawkin, come to
No,
LBL,
no,
whatever.
you're coming to my turf. You come to DC.
Does DC even have pools?
Yeah, I'm in a swim club. Well, not a swim club. It's like a community center, but yeah, I do it all the time. I don't run anymore.
All right, all right.
Yeah,
I'll give you a run for your money.
I'm an old man now. It hurts my knees.
Are we both? All right, Matt. So to go over our first topic, so we're gonna go over like just marriage and like have to like maintain like a healthy relationship, like
Um,
before getting married and then after getting
oh, was I
married.
supposed to mention that in my about me that I'm married?
Oh yeah, no, we you don't have to, but
You a
yes,
beautiful wife.
yes. Recently, tell the peeps you got just married
I
last
got married.
year.
I got married in August, and yeah, it's she's someone I met in high school. Never really talked to her until after college, and yeah, ended up getting married. We clicked, and we had the same goals, same. Yeah, I'll talk more about it later.
Yeah. Quick fact: I was the best man at the wedding. Just have
Yeah,
to
he
put
was.
that out there.
Yeah, and then my little brother is the best little man.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Matt. So I want to get your first take. Like, what do you think are like the keys to like having like a good like healthy relationship?
A good healthy relationship or a good healthy marriage.
Or both relationship, marriage, both.
So I you just gotta meet someone who that you get along with, you click very well. I mean, I know a lot of people today, and I'm guilty of this, and every single guy is, and probably every single girl is guilty of this too, where like they need to be like, I need to have the most gorgeous girl of all time or the gorgeous guy of all time. But once you, I mean, to actually attract someone like that, I feel like you do need to be, you need to be attracted to the person. But like to have a long term relationship, you can't only be attracted to what they look like. You have to be attracted to actually what they think, how they feel, how they communicate with you. And yeah, if you can't click on that personal level, relationship will last for a short time. But I think overall, you guys were probably not really meant to be.
Hmm. So you're saying like it's more than just looks and uh like features or all that, correct?
Yeah, I mean, think of it like this. Me and you, we're gonna grow old, right? And
Hmm.
we're not gonna be lookers anymore. And let's say, my wife is only attracted to my looks are going away. Is that relationship really gonna last? I don't think it will. If she was only attracted to my looks.
To be
So,
fair, I mean to be fair, some people do age when they get older, like fine wine.
oh yeah,
Um,
the touch of gray. Yeah, that's a
that's
look.
That's a
That's gonna be you.
that
That's
I
gonna be
wish
you. The touch of
that
gray.
that is me. No, no, I'm saying I look good. I think I've glowed up since high school. So
Kenny, you are not old. You are not old. I'm
all
talking. I'm talking like old, old.
right. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying, like, looks fade, and if that's the only thing you base a relationship is just, I'm attracted to one another only because of looks, then I mean it may last, but I it's probably not gonna be the best relationship. You got to be there on a more personal level.
Gotcha. So like that's obviously like yeah. Um, I would say like in my previous relationships, like you said, I think like most guys and girls did it like once or twice in their life. Just they just like want to date a person just based off look, not care about
Yeah, yeah. Then
yeah, not care about their personality, what they do,
yeah,
like what's going on like in the background. None of that, you know.
yeah. I mean, I think everyone. I'm especially guilty of it, and I'm no expert in relationships. I married one girl, and doesn't make me an expert in the matter, but that's just my personal opinion. And
I
yeah,
I hope Jen listens to this later or if she's listening to this right now. But at one point, I mean, this is my opinion only. At one
okay.
point, you were like the eye candy. You were the track star in high school. Like I thought every girl
It
wanted
was
you.
funny. It's
You
funny that you
know?
meant. It's funny that you mentioned that. I went to the doctor today, and nothing. Just a personal checkup, nothing like crazy. And uh, I gained some weight, and Jen's like, I like you this weight. Like back in the day when you're in high school, you look like a skinny, scrawny, blah blah blah, and I was not attracted to you. So it's funny that you say back in the day I was more of a looker, but now my wife's saying I'm more of a looker now. I don't know.
I,
I don't know if
is
she's being nice or
I mean, I don't know. Is Jen like she like dad bods or something?
get dad bods are in, I guess.
I think they started been in since like mid 2010. So hey,
I feel like dad bods are always in.
hmm. Actually, yeah, I think I kind of agree with that. So even though I try to maintain my body, my health, uh, it's still not enough, I guess.
Yeah. Whoa! I mean, that's a personal attack rate. But I mean, I'm not talking about dad bods. I mean, like you got this huge gut. I mean, you just it's like the same body but without the abs. It's instead of abs there, it's like little gut.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But no, yeah, and then when you went to Monmouth, and you went from like, how do I compare this? Let's say in high school, you were, uh, I'm trying to get you were like Justin Bieber, like long hair Justin Bieber.
Oh,
Like
dude, yeah.
all the girls wanted you. Like and
Why?
then
Because I have
and
long hair? No, I did long hair
yeah,
plenty.
like I'm just trying to compare it, you were the young new artist, and you had flow, you had long hair back in the day
I
too.
had the flow. It's funny because I'm balding now.
Yeah.
But
And then when you went to Monmouth and you started, doing your strides there, then Justin Bieber, got a haircut, got like tattoos and stuff, and then he got like more mature, and then his like audience and like more girls wanted to get with him. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like you were like, and now you're just happily married. Look at
yep,
you.
yep, that's life.
Yeah. But I would say like how's everything been since the wedding, Matt? Like everything been good?
Well, I'll keep it short. We went on a honeymoon, went to Cabo in Arizona. Arizona's fun. You ever been to like Sedona?
No, but I've seen like many of my friends go there. It's
Dude, it's
beautiful.
I've been some places, and I honestly believe that Sedona is one of the most beautiful places on earth. It's nice. It's a lot of fun, small town. I found out they call it Little Hollywood. Ever heard of that?
Sort of. Not
Yeah,
really.
they call it Little Hollywood because back in the day they did all the Western films there, and they wanted to turn it into Hollywood, but the town's like, no, we don't want that. So that's what they call it. It's interesting there.
Mm.
Um, uh, I'm, I met my wife and I have been living together for before we got married. So nothing. I'm gonna be honest, not much has really changed.
That's good. No, that's
The
a good
weirdest
sign
thing,
then. Yeah.
the weirdest thing is calling her my wife. It's weird. It's
What, Mrs. Nelson? Calling Jen Mrs.
I
Nelson?
mean I mean she didn't even change her name yet to like Nelson. She said she would, but she like apparently it's very hard to do. Like she needs to change her passport, needs to change her license, need to change everything.
And Jen's still in the process of doing that.
She didn't even start
Oh,
it.
how I'm like low key not surprised, but hey.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, no, that's good though. That, like you said, nothing has changed since you guys got married. So that's, so it just
No,
shows that you
I
guys
mean,
have been doing good.
the question is what's marriage? I mean, it's just kind of a commitment with between you and the government, honestly.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
basically what it is.
like I said in my speech, like it was officially Jen taking you away from me. I don't know when Zach almost. I don't know if Zach said that part where like, does anybody object? I was like,
Oh, dude, that would have been so funny if you said that.
yeah. Imagine if I just
That would have
came
been
out
so
like, hey
funny.
guys, like I think maybe we should like postpone it a little bit. And then I knew like I don't know if Jen or Jen's family would have been like wanting to strangle me at that point.
Someone would have killed you. But
Yeah.
even I would think that was funny too if someone actually like did that to you too.
But thankfully, that day was a great day. So
It was a good wedding. It was a good wedding.
mhm.
I enjoyed you guys being there.
Papa Nelson,
Papa Nelson he was getting frisky with the whiskey. Let's just say that. You know
yeah.
how he gets. Yeah, drinks are flowing. Do you know what my favorite part of the wedding was? I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's something that sticks. Is remember Anthony and his friends showed up in like Hawaiian shirts?
Oh yeah, I
Everyone else
do.
is dressed up so nice. They showed up. I thought that was so funny.
That
And
was like to me, that was like a wedding crashers or like Step Brothers kind of thing, kind
I
of
mean, they
move.
were crashing. They were invited, and then that one guy, I didn't even know him. And there's Anthony's plus one. He was like the drunkest guy there. Half my fault. I kept challenging to like a beer chugging competition.
Hey,
Oh yeah, he beat me once, and then I got him once. So we're one.
you think you could beat me in a beer chugging competition?
We did this already, didn't we?
Whoa, yeah, this was years ago. I'm talking
So,
about now.
this was so we did this back in New Year's. You remember?
That does not count. That doesn't
Uh,
count.
I think I can beat you. I think I can beat
I was off my game that night.
you. You won.
If-
What are you trying to say? Yeah, I suck that much that. Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I think I got you. I was off.
Yeah. Damn, why do I feel like New Year's? It wasn't even like that long. It was like literally 3 months. Why does I feel like it's been more than like way more longer than that? But
Yeah,
shit.
it wasn't that long. I was thinking about it the other day.
Remember we had the like, oh no, I low key am hesitant to say this, but remember we had the butt off.
Oh, dude. It's got a little weird that night. You remember we got the like okay, so the hotel. Remember the hotel? What was it? It was
Showboat.
the
No. Yeah,
showboat, right?
showboat, yeah.
Yeah, so if anyone has been to the showboat, it's not the most fancy place. But you
Mid. It
remember
was
that one
very
place
mid,
you
yeah.
go upstairs and it's like Middle Eastern themed, right?
I guess. I
Yeah,
don't
that
know.
one bar. Remember it was like Middle Eastern themed, like the walls are like instead of having wallpaper, it was like rug. They're like rugs. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And they had like all the metal things up top. It almost looks like spikes from like Indiana Jones is about to like crash on you and kill you. But you know, it's just the decorations they use. You remember the when we were in that one room, remember it's just me, you, Jen, my wife, and Kemma. And we're sitting there
Hmm.
talking. There's like weirdly like nerdy guys showed up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Ace New Year. Oh, I mean, what else do you expect? New Year's AC. There's gonna be like weird, like randoms popping
Yeah,
everywhere.
they were like it's funny. They came in, they're like, "Yo, girls," like talking to my two girls. I thought it was hilarious, and they're like, "We're in a band." You remember that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I'm like, "Whoa, man! What type of music do you play?"
And then I look, he was just like, why are these guys here? Like,
Well, we shoot them away by being weirder than them. That's what I did. Remember, they got so weird now they left. I'm like, "Yeah, leave."
that is true.
Yeah, yeah, that's the plan. When weirdos show up, you just gotta be weirder than them.
Man, now that I'm thinking about it, what has been like our like just me and you, like it could be anything, high school, college, now, whatever. What do you think is like your favorite adventure between the two of us?
Oh, including it.
Like party, like just yeah, just us, like party, we did some like vacation trips. Like, what is like the
Well,
favorite
I
or top three? I don't know, whatever you
I have a
want.
lot of favorites with you, but the first thing that popped in my head, you remember the night at Monmouth? Remember that one place with the indoor pool?
Oh God, yeah, senior year.
Yeah. Was this
Yeah,
yeah,
it
with the indoor
was.
pool. And so, all the boys showed up and we're having the time of our life. Then Drunky McGee over here gets a little tipsy and starts throwing up on the front lawn. So we had to go home and take care of you because that's what friends do.
Take care of me.
I
What?
remember the guys ran home because I don't know, they didn't want to take an Uber for some reason. I sat in the Uber with you and you wouldn't stop spitting. You were so drunk and just spitting all over the Uber, and the guy's like, "Stop spitting, stop spitting." I'm like, "Dude, stop spitting."
Why you didn't tell the part where that one girl was trying to, you know, you don't
Um,
remember that?
I don't know what that means. What you just did.
Oh,
Do that again.
she put her two fingers in my mouth, like trying to
Oh
make
no,
me
I was
throw
getting to
up.
that. See, you're stepping out of order.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so we took the Uber, right? And I lived about like 2 miles away, and the guys ran home. I give them a lot of credit. I feel like when you're drunk, you run faster. I think it's in your head, but
Oh yeah, hands
that's
down.
fine. It's science. You run faster when you're drunk. It's science. Um, yeah, and that's when I was pissed at you that night because it was getting heated in that Uber. I mean, I don't blame him. You were spitting in his car,
Hey,
and
that's hey.
so you were so drunk, I threw you on the lawn and left you there. And told my neighbors. My neighbors was you remember the sorority girls?
Yeah. It was
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
two.
know what sorority were them. I didn't really ask. Honestly, I didn't really care. But yeah, they came over to like, there's some like drunk guy on your lawn. I'm like, oh, that's Kenny. And they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna bring him in. I'm like, okay. And he was so drunk, they thought you had alcohol poisoning, so they started fingering your mouth. That was funny.
Yeah, man. I just remember. I just kind of remember like they were like, just let it out, let it out. I'm like, what do you
Yeah.
think I'm trying to do here? Oh, dude. And then after the lawn, I don't remember anything.
I mean,
Somehow,
you
some
definitely let it out, but emotionally let it out that day. That's mostly it. And anything else, it stayed in.
and then after that, I don't remember anything. All I remember is just waking up in the middle of the kitchen floor, and I was like,
Yeah, that was a tough night.
what happened
That
last
was a tough
night?
night.
That was one of the hey, I remember that that was one of my memorable moments at Monmouth.
That's not one of the greatest experiences, but that's the first thing that popped in my head.
Yeah, I don't know. For I guess if I had to pick a favorite of me and you, God, we have so many. Like, I would say it would have to be that the sophomore year and the end of sophomore year, that NARP week. Just me and
Oh,
you.
dude.
Just it was honestly one
So
of the
I think you actually have to say what actually is NARP. What is it? You remember?
non-athletes.
No. Close, close. Go
So
ahead.
what is it?
I want to hear what you think it is.
NARP, non-athlete rushing participant. I don't know. I forget.
Russian participant.
Yeah.
No, so like I said, in Monmouth, I was on the track team, right?
Mhm.
We don't get the party like most people because on Saturdays we go to track meets or something. So
Oh
we
wait. It's non-athletic regular people.
yeah, there we
There
go.
you
There
go.
we go.
Got it. Now I got
So
it.
so NARP week is when I don't know if you remember this, but NARP week is when sports are over, but the school year isn't over yet. So we have about 2 weeks of school left, and you take all your tests, but that's like NARP week is when we party for a week straight because that's what regular college kids did in Monmouth. They partied all the time. So for
Mhm.
1 week, we get to act like a normal person who does do sport, a non-athletic regular person, which I guess is kind of mean, but it was fun.
No, yeah, you guys are D1 college athletes. So, I mean, hey, if my season was over and I could just party like without
Yeah,
having to worry about practice, whatever, I would do the same thing too. But no,
yeah. And
but sophomore year, like the end, that one was my absolute favorite
why was it your
because
favorite?
I think I was coming back from a concert. I don't know if it was like All American Rejects or whatever, but I remember I was going back home to Jersey, and then I was already like exhausted from that weekend because like I partied, you know, like a different frat and a different school. I'm like, all right, ready to like cash it in. And then you hit me up as soon as I'm driving back, I'm like still like hour or 2 hours away from Jersey.
Sure.
And you're like, come to Monmouth. It's Snark Week. It's gonna be a doozy.
It's
And
gonna
I
be
was and I was like, do I go home and relax from this heavy weekend, or do I go party with my boy and the whole Monmouth track team? And then I said,
it's NARP week.
it's Snark Week. Let's go. And then day by day, like I'll just list the things that we did day by day, but it was so much fun. We obviously went to the night parties with the track team. We went to the beach.
I don't remember the night parties.
I remember some of them, but like yeah, it was kind of hazy and blurry, but they were still so much fun.
Yeah.
We ran from the cops.
No, we didn't. We didn't do that.
I mean, we ran from
We didn't do that.
other people. No,
We
just
were running because we wanted to run. You know, that's what track people do.
yeah, exactly. And then we went to the beach. I remember we like did like we went through like that tunnel thing.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah. So you remember Monmouth Beach, right?
of course.
Yeah. So Monmouth Beach in Monmouth County, next to Monmouth University, there's a beach there. Remember, it was the free beach, so that's where we went.
Mm,
Because if people don't know, in New Jersey, you got to pay to go on the beaches.
I know,
So
man.
we're a bunch of
So
we're a bunch of broke college kids. We don't want to pay for the beach, so we went on to the shitty. It wasn't even sand; it was like rocks. Remember?
yeah, I remember. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
yeah, we and then we spent our day there, and then we just go back and drink some more. Like,
yeah.
and then our food wise, our was like just getting like Mickey D's, and then like just and then like any other like junk food or whatever. Oh, and then we went on campus, and then you took me to Jersey Mike's and you paid for me, and I was
I didn't pay
really
for you. It was
I was,
free because I'm a student.
oh, that's right, you got it for free. But I was so grateful. I was like, oh,
Oh,
thank
thanks,
you.
man. Yeah.
Mm. So that is was hands down one of my favorites. And then after my body was like dead from the weekend and that week, we just went back home to Barnegat and rode off into the sunset. And I was like, that was a good time. That was a
I think
good.
I remember that part.
Yeah, we drove side by side in our Honda Civics and then just went back home. I'm pretty sure I was like dead for like 1 or 2 days after that whole binge.
I don't remember that part at all. I mean,
Mm.
it was a fun week though. I enjoyed it. It was a very fun week.
Oh man. But yeah, man, nah, things have been like I said, that was like my favorite, but we've had so many together.
Yeah.
Um, but that hey, that's why I always got a little jealous of Jen taking Jen marrying you because
Oh, dude. I mean, like going back to the marriage thing, like I'm telling you, not really much has changed. Except I have a partner in crime now while doing it with me.
mm,
Like we
not
do things like for example, like we went to New Year's, like we still went to New Year's with you. Did we seem like the boring couple who just snuggles the whole entire time?
like I said, I was just happy and surprised Jen did not get kicked out.
Scandalous.
Yeah. I'm just kidding, Jen. I'm
I
just
don't think
kidding.
she's listening right now.
uh
I mean, Jen gets kicked out because they can't keep up with her level of excitement and her fun.
yeah, she's a free spirit. That's
She's also
yeah.
very feisty. Yeah, she's very feisty.
Hmm.
But yeah,
I want I never asked her this, but do you think Jen was like that in high school?
no,
Like how she is now
I don't think so.
compared to back then? No.
I mean, probably, but I didn't see it.
Hmm.
I always saw her as the honor roll student, and yeah,
And you were the jock.
the jockey jock.
The jock. I just came
I,
up
I
with
was just
that.
I was just the kid that wore short shorts, and I like to think that I made short shorts cool though in Barnegat.
Did you though?
Yeah, that's a tough hill to climb to make
Hmm.
short shorts. Like I'm not talking about like right above the knees. I'm talking about like to the thigh short shorts. Like to make that cool. That's a that's a hard hill.
I'll give it to you because
I at least
who
improved upon it. Let's just say that.
yeah, I'll give it to you. I mean, who else in our grade, had their name on the pep rally walls? Like we chanted your freaking name for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Um, but I always thought you were so like a little like also humble too. Like Like yeah, I just run. That's all I do.
It's the only thing I knew how to do.
Mm.
I run. I just run.
Oh, and don't get me started when you ran for class president too.
Oh, dude.
I
I
re-
low key wanted to do that because I just want to have fun with like my just me running for president. And then it was funny because I went up on stage. I'm like, oh my god, I actually have to like say something in front of people.
you were so nervous and you just want to get the heck out of there. I remember Matt Cox sat next to me and he timed your speech and then you went so quick and you got it done and then
Oh, dude, I was like, vote for
he
me.
yeah
Yeah,
he stopped the time. He was like, that's gotta be a record.
yeah.
This man
I
just keeps doing it.
that's what the voters want, though. They want me to get my point across, and yeah. But you know what? They didn't vote for me. Did
Oh hey, it's all good.
you vote for me?
I did, of course I voted for you.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. As long as I got,
I voted for you for class pres and for prom king, but sadly you lost both. So
yeah. Did you vote for my sister for prom queen?
I did vote for yeah. I would thought it was hilarious if you guys danced
Yep.
together at
That
the
would have been so
prom.
funny. It would have been funny. It wouldn't have been weird, but it wouldn't have been funny.
Oh, Laura. But I felt bad for Laura because I felt like she always thought she was like in your shadow when it came to like athletic
Nah,
accomplishments or
Laura's her own
whatever.
person. She's doing
But
good
but
now.
but like obviously Laura like she kicked ass too in soccer and all the other sports she did and I remember I think for superlatives or whatever she won most athletic for
Yeah, I didn't
so
get that.
I think you got most likely to become famous. How's that panning out?
Ask your viewers. Have they heard of Matthew Nelson?
Hey, like I don't know if I can talk mention this up, but like I said, you are a cop for the DC Capitol, correct? And you were there serving, or you were there at the moment when the riots happened. So that's why I said thank you for your service, because like obviously, um, that like I don't know what I would do if I was in your shoes
You would
or
have done the right
that
thing.
happened.
You would have been fine.
Yeah, but
Honestly,
that's
in moments like that, that's where you'll be surprised at what you can do.
if something like that happens, like
Yeah,
yeah, because
I mean
yeah.
that's like everyday things. Like you know, we watch videos all the time of people doing like courageous things, saving people. You have experience with lifeguarding, right?
Yeah.
When someone's drowning, did you hesitate?
When I saw it, when my first rescue, when I like obviously saw somebody drowning, it like hit me like I was like hit a brick wall, like and then but yeah, I did not hesitate. I just
Yeah, it's
grabbed
like you'll be
grabbed my
surprised. Like it's not even like you thinking. It's kind of like your body just like naturally going through emotion. Like you'd be surprised what you can do and how much strength you actually have. And I mean, that day I definitely learned. Yeah, I'm capable of you know getting the job done. I
no,
I
yeah.
did what I had to do, and that's the same thing with you lifeguarding. You got the job done, and then when you sit back, and I had a couple of stages like that too. I sit back and I'm like, man, I don't know if that was luck or I know what I'm doing, but
It's just like I think it's like a little bit like the
it's the
adrenaline too.
adrenaline. Like I
Yeah,
like there was that thought in my head is my body just naturally does whatever that has to be done. I feel like most people do have that. That's
right.
never in that situation.
Yeah. That's why I always like yeah, man. Every time I think back at like the Gunning River days where like I would come over, we play just video games in your basement. I mean, like, look at us now, man. Like, just how far we've come.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't worry, in my eyes, I think you're pretty famous. So
Say that again.
I think in my eyes, you're pretty famous.
Oh, thanks, dude. That's all that
Mhm.
matters. I only want to press you.
Oh, don't flatter. Oh, just don't flatter me up. Oh man. All right, so there was one more thing I wanted to discuss, but it like literally just slipped out of my head. Um,
Oh, let me remind you. I'm looking for houses right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm house shopping, and house shopping has been um it's not been good.
Well, I mean, for our generation, everything sucks. Like,
Yeah,
we had to deal with the financial crisis, the COVID
we're
pandemic.
still dealing with financial crisis right now.
Yeah, like it's not easy for us. And then boomers, yeah, pop like, I don't want to call Papa Nelson a boomer, but
He's a boomer.
yeah, it's like, oh, back in my day, I had to do this and that. Like,
I bought a house with a raspberry and a $10,000, something like
yeah,
that. Yeah, like so I've been looking at houses. I've been looking at like I mean, I live in DC. I live in a very expensive area. I've been looking at like townhouses for like $500,000. Like it is insane around here. And it's only getting worse. And you know what the worst part is?
what?
You throw down $500,000, you got 60 other people wanting the same house, 60 for $500,000 for a townhouse. It's crazy.
You know what? I'll make a deal with you right here, right now.
What's that?
I have I have property lot, and I know it's in Florida, and I know you work in DC, but think about it. Get a job in Florida, I'll give you
Like,
my lot. I'll give you my lot.
what kind of property is this?
It's just a property lot. Like you could build a house on it
Like where?
in Port St. Lucie.
Oh yeah, that's my parents are living right now.
Exactly. I'll give you the lot. Somewhere in the contract, big bold print, Kenny Gomez can stay here
I don't
rent
think you want to
free.
live with me, dude.
Rent free for the rest of his
Rent
life.
free?
That's the deal. Like if I give you this lot.
I mean, how much do you think this lot goes for now? If you would sell this lot right now.
People keep hitting me up for it. Like,
Really?
yeah, I had this one letter. They were like, this company or whatever. They're like, we'll give you $70,000 for it. And I'm like, no.
Yeah. See, that's what I was going with for like these people out here with the house money, they're ruthless. They really are.
Yeah.
Like when I was looking at like a house last week, my realtor, he's like, you should not do an inspection. You should drop the inspection. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like these people are ruthless out here.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
Yeah, it's getting the houses are getting crazy expensive.
Mhm.
And the inventories is not there. It's just it sucks. And now with these interest rates going up too, it's getting worse and worse because I got to borrow some money because I don't think I have $500,000 sitting in the bank right now, but these interest rates are now like they're near like 7%. They're high. I don't know if you ever looked at getting a house. You ever looked at getting a house?
not yet. I'm still first things first. I just want to get done with school, get my master's, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right. Alrighty, Maddie. Well, our time is dwindling down. Any final remarks? Anything you want to say?
No,
You
dude.
know,
It was thank
you
you for
just, yep, you love Jen, right?
sure. Yeah. Yeah, dude. It was thanks for having me. It was nice seeing you again. I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. And yeah.
All
Anytime
right.
you hear back from me, you know how to find me. Cheers, brother.
Cheers. All right. Well, this concludes another episode, another week of the KG Flow. Hope you guys were tuning in. Come back next week. I'll have hopefully my first female guest. So we'll see about that. But no, I'm obviously not going to say who.
Oh, you're not gonna hint who's next week?
Nope, no
I
sir.
hope it's Alex.
Damn, damn, Alex. I hope you hear this. That was a blow.
You and Alex would be the funniest exchange ever. It'd be so funny.
Love it. All right, guys. Again, thank you, Matt, for coming. Take your time. I love you, brother. You always be my brother, no matter what. Like I always say.
Thank you.
All right, all right, guys. Have a great weekend. Have a great day. Adios.